Hi everyone and welcome to this series on mastering the Linux command line while using Ubuntu. And in this first video I'll walk you through some basic, very basic commands, how to see where you are in the system, how to list files, how to create folders and files, and how to remove them. So let's get started. Now I'll start with the first command, which is the pwd command. This first command we use is pwd, which stands for print working directory. It tells us the exact location of where we are in the system. So if I try it now, pwd, you can see that we are in my home and then the username is Henry. The next is the ls means list. So when you type ls, it will list all the directories and files that are inside the current directory it's in, and then even the folders, every single thing is shown. You might see some default directories, that is like desktop, downloads, documents, very normal. We also have the command ls-l. If you want more details like file size, permission, last modified date, I can use the -l. Notice how it shows some extra information about the file. So it's showing the modified date, that's the last time it was touched, last time that it was modified, and then it's also showing the file size and every other thing. Okay, so the next command is the cd command, but for this we're going to use the cd and then the wavy form of dash. So the cd and that wavy dash, we use them and it shows us our current directory. If you now print working directory, we can see it's home Henry, showing where we are supposed to be. That is our current system. We can make a new folder and call the folder let's call it YouTube. We can call the folder YouTube and the directory has been created. mkdir means make directory, so I think it's very common for us to remember. Now, how do I move into that folder I just created, which is the YouTube? As you can see, you can list what is currently in our current directory, that is the home directory, and we can see our folder has been created. And then how do you move into this folder? The normal command called cd. You can use cd, stands for change directory, and then move into YouTube. You can also press tab to complete it. Once you've typed the first 3 to 4 letters, tab will complete the rest for you. So once you type it, we are currently inside our YouTube directory. As you can see, it is being shown here before $sign. We want to create a file inside this our YouTube. Let's say we want to create a file and call it algorithm. Okay, no, I think that's too long. Let's create a file and call it home text or text. Text is okay. Okay, now let's call it notes. Let's create a file and call the file notes. How do you create a file? We know that mkdir is to create a folder. To make a file, we use the touch command. Sorry, mistake. We use the touch command. This is the touch command. And then let's see, the name of the folder I want to make is notes. So you have made notes.txt. And once you press enter, it has been created. An empty file, nothing inside, and it's blank in the YouTube folder. You can use the ls-l, that is ls-l, to view what's actually inside our folder, which is this. Now you can see the name of it, notes, and then the last date was created and modified is this date, which is today. Now the next is how to delete a file. Let's say we want to delete this file. How do you delete it? If you want to delete a file, we use the command called rm. The command called rm can easily help us and delete the file. So you can type rm and then we want to delete notes that we just created, notes.txt, and then rm means remove. Rm stands for remove. Now the file is gone. We can list what is inside our current YouTube directory, and if you press enter, you won't see anything because the notes has been deleted. Now if you want to go back to your previous directory, which is you want to leave this YouTube directory and move up to the one we were in before, which is the normal home directory, we can use the cd dot dot, and as you can see, we're no longer in YouTube. We're now in the normal Henry. You can even check the directory and using the pwd, which is print working directory, and we're in the home, we are Henry. There's also a way you can remove a folder, which is rmdir. Let's say we're done with using the YouTube folder and then we want to remove the folder. That is rmdir, remove directory. We now want to remove the YouTube folder we just created, and then you press enter and the folder is gone. The folder has been cleared successfully and we can move. You can even list to check if it's still there, and as you can see, the YouTube is no longer there. So that's a quick introduction to navigating the Linux command line, printing your location, listing files, creating or removing folders, and creating and deleting files. In the next video, we'll dive deeper into navigation and explore more useful options for the command, or let's say the ls command. Thanks for watching.